with. He chose 50 Cent's baby mother.
It's a lot of variables to this particular question. Because I talk to a lot of people, older, younger, even my daughter, who's 22, she didn't understand it. So people give their opinion based on what they've experienced and their environment, people they've been around. So to the people that understand boundaries and respect, I always tell men you should never date another man's girl if you're not.
The disturbing part, she says, is how it seems to have come full circle with Diddy's own children. Jaguar claims that several people have alleged his kids were exposed to situations no child should ever face. She questioned what kind of parenting allows that to happen and why so many adults stayed silent.
After the baby mother of one of his rivals.
Exactly.
Someone who had been taking shots at him for years.
Absolutely.
On purpose.
And he went after her knowing that they had beef.
Right. And slutted her out. Just slutted her out. Having a whole basketball team run a train on her.
Totally
and
did. I
just
totally
the whole
agree.
thing, right?
Totally agree.
Right.
But his reputation from when he worked at Uptown, I'll be sure's girlfriend.
Oh, Kim Porter. Right.
That's his reputation.
I'll be sure his baby mother.
Baby mama.
Yeah.
Then Eric Serm, his friend, the one that had his baby, Mia. So he's had a reputation of going after people.
Tupac's ex-girlfriend. He got a baby with her too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my point that I'm making to the men listening, well, if you don't understand this, then you just poorly educated and don't really have common sense. It's a no-no. There's no way I would go after Vlad's ex-girlfriend.
Right.
I'm so loyal that if I met a woman and she said, "Oh yeah, I used to date Vlad," I can't with you, man.
Right.
I won't even put my, excuse my language, because that's how I move. Other people don't move like that, but you see me in Paris, see me all over the world. Why would I want to do that to mess up?
She links that early exposure to the culture that hip-hop later celebrated: power, fear, dominance, and control. Jaguar points out that many rap personas were inspired by movie characters showing those traits. According to her, Diddy didn't just admire these images, he related to them because they mirrored his own childhood experiences. She also described his relationship with his mother as strange and unsettling, for a deeply disturbing reason.
He said that he had a lot of footage had to be down. The documentary had to be downsized. You understand? I don't really believe that, because a documentary is a documentary, and they could have had 45 minutes. They could have had an hour, to each one of those. You understand? They left out certain things. He said they even left out the one about Sarah Chapman. You understand? And for whatever reason, he probably left out a lot of other different stars too. Situations that they could have spoke about. You understand? I have a problem with the documentary, and I'm just gonna let you know that the reason I have a problem with the documentary is that they know that they took my idea. You understand? They know that when I came to them, I laid out what they should do and how the documentary should be. You understand? She can say whatever she want to say. I talked to those producers before I even talked to her. They wanted to know what I had, what I was bringing, my pictures, all that stuff like that. And I told them about me, Tim, and Kirk. You understand what I'm saying? And how it would go. They did the same thing. This ain't the first time they stole from me, man. If you look at the Notorious Big, if you watch the Notorious Big, that part about the shoes, I had that in my book. And I was talking to K.O. Copeland. He was one of the writers of that movie. And I told him about when I let Big use my shoes at Soul Train Award. You had this old flunky ass dude, Mike B, get on Angie Martinez's show and talk about, yo, Big, he wore Mix Max shoes and he went out there and performed. When you go look at the film, when you go look at Big performing that on that show, ain't nothing mixed match about them shoes. There was $800 Maury's, size 14D, Big World 14E. E means that his shoes is a little wider than mine. He struggled, but he put the motherfuckers on and he went out there and performed. Those was my Gators that he had on. You understand? They did a little skit trying to disrespect me in the movie. You understand? And they said something about...
Jaguar Wright believes that people pay too much attention to the music industry and not enough to Diddy's early life. In her opinion, the real story starts long before fame. She claims his childhood was unstable, with his mother often absent and many strangers coming and going from the home. According to Jaguar, growing up in that kind of environment can deeply affect a child and cause lasting emotional damage, even before entering the music industry.
So put it on YouTube or do whatever you're gonna do. Puff ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. Puff ain't gonna have nothing to do to try to stop that because he can't. Because if he could stop it, it would have been stopped. You know why he can't stop it? Because Puff know people right there at Netflix. Don't think he don't. And I don't know if this guy still worked for them, but he was part of the Flavor Unit, Shaquem. He was part of the Flavor Unit. He was good friends and he was cool with Puff and them. Flavor Unit and them, Queen Latifah and them, they was cool with Puff. If Puff would have sent a cease and desist over there and they could do it and he had the power and they wasn't right, they would have been done it. You see it's still rolling, right? It's still going on, right? He ain't got that power no more. You understand? Now, could he sue them because they use his likeness or use something and stuff like that? I don't know. I'm not that versed in they using him. You understand? If they can steal your whole damn idea, your whole damn ideal, why can't they steal your whole damn intellectual property?
None of that information was included in the documentary. Viewers only saw a few photos and a short mention that Kim was the mother of Diddy's children before the story quickly moved on. For someone so important in his life, this lack of detail raised serious concerns. Former Bad Boy artist Mark Curry also shared a troubling story involving Kim and Diddy. He claimed that Diddy monitored her private conversations and would get very angry over things he heard. Mark described an incident where Diddy reportedly confronted producer Shakur Stewart at a party after overhearing a phone call with Kim and allegedly attacked him with a chair.
With Sherry, and he was talking about he didn't release the video about Puff having a kid by Kim Porter's friend, Sarah Chapman. Now, we all know that she used to date Tupac. You understand? So either he got her because he wanted some remnants of Tupac. We don't know. But it seemed like every dude that he had some kind of disdain, dislike, or that he idolized in a sense, he wanted their girl. Or he wanted to be a part of their girl. I don't know why. Yo, bro, this dude was, I don't know if he was in love or in hate for Tupac. He wanted to be an actor. He auditioned for, I think he auditioned for Juice. But Pac beat him out for that Bishop thing. You understand what I'm saying? He wanted to be a part of that. Just go, and not so many years ago, when Puff started getting into that drugs and started using drug stuff, he started revamping some of Tupac's speeches. And if you think I'm lying, go look at the Grammy speech he did. Go look at a couple of speeches he did. It was the same exact words Tupac had said. That he was gonna start this whole revolutionary of our people. That's Tupac. Black Lives Matter, the Black Liberation Movement, that was Pac. The Black Liberation Movement. Black Lives Matter, come on, bro. This dude, everybody know that he had some kind of, I don't want to say disdain taste, but he had some kind of, jealousy of Tupac, bruh.
Despite how close she was to him, the documentary barely talked about her story. According to several sources, her role may have been deliberately reduced because it was seen as too sensitive or controversial. Gene said he knew Kim personally and even looked out for her at times. He believes she knew much more than the public ever understood.
The videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters, because of everything that she had on him, because of the tape that she used to blackmail him into a relationship and into a raise of him being sodomized by Andre Harrell. And I am not saying that allegedly, because I heard her and Kim Noor talking about it in the booth of the bathroom while snorting cane.
However, many viewers feel the documentary was not completely honest. One major thing they noticed was the lack of focus on Kim Porter. She was Diddy's longtime partner and the mother of his children, and she passed away suddenly in 2018 at the age of 47. Although the official cause of her death was pneumonia, many people believe there may be more to the story. Kim spent many years close to Diddy, seeing both his personal life and business world up close.
And she was talking about all the perils, everything that she went through in the music business and with Diddy. All the men that they slept with together, because there were men that they slept with together. There were swinging times that they slept with together. I don't know, man. How do you put your girl through some shit like that? Or how you look at your girl and knowing that she's in another dude? What kind of demonic mind you have to be that far gone where that shit don't bother you? And got rid of them. They swimming with the fishes.
Wow, man. So she was about to expose all that in her book, them sleeping with men together.
She's gonna expose everything. I heard it was tell all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just curious, right? Did you know that Diddy and Kim had that type of relationship back then in real time?
Yeah. Yep. Because I know somebody personally that lives in Atlanta that was swinging with them, and I would never mention his name because he's a good brother and he knows my family down there. You know, he knows my family down there, and I would never, put his name out there like that. He's been in the music.
Gene went even further, saying that Diddy has had a long-standing and unusual obsession with Tupac. He believes this may have influenced many of Diddy's decisions throughout his life.
Was dating was the one that was putting the wiretaps and all of that out. It was a clear case. She came, hey, I was the one who was doing the wiretaping and all of this, right? The tapping. So I knew about this before she came out and said that she was the one that was doing it. I was sitting there like, damn, he know everything she doing. He know her conversation. I'm sitting there like when I'm sitting there right there next to him, when I'm hearing them saying, this is what Shakira Stewart was saying to Kim Porter on the phone that made him mad. That made him so mad at Shakira Stewart when he went to L.A. Reid party, hit him with the chair. You don't think if he hit a man with a chair for dating this girl, they gonna have a fight at home too. You know what I mean? That's why, they say he busts her nose up on the boat. And have you ever been to Sandro Pay's see a brother play a mandolay? Remember that was in his song? I need a good woman next to me. So then it happened in what was it, Sandro Pay? Like that island. And then he bust her nose. They tried to make it seem like she slipped and fell. She slipped and fell and broke her nose. Nah, the truth was she slipped and fell and landed on his fist. Yeah, but that's what happens when you put your hands on females. I don't really have much respect for a man who's physically abused towards women, man. I kind of think they be kind of suspect.
He said this came from Big and also spoke about rumors that more footage might be released online in the future. He believes that if new content does come out, Diddy won't be
on Mama House. All of those strangers, them up involved, looking around, seeing what was going on. And let's just be clear, it sounds like her house was a house of, professional freak-offs. So who knows what he saw or what could have happened to him while she was busy entertaining people and pouring and getting tips, as she would say, for her after-hour life.
Oh, yeah. He was, I'm going to say he was surprised to hear that.
School bus driver. No, was he surprised or was he like, zip it, you talking too much? Because that's what it looked like to me. It looked like you talking a little bit too much. They don't need to know about that. While she was sitting up there, because I was a bus driver and I was this, and I worked at the after hours. And I would pour them drinks and they would give me big.
Even though 50 Cent's documentary has received a lot of attention and praise, not everyone believes it's a complete success. Gon Deal has made serious accusations, saying that some parts of the documentary were not original and that his ideas may have been used without giving him proper credit.
In Diddy's own words, he had said he had a sigh of relief learning that he was the son of a hustler or a gangster. Like he wanted that status. He wanted to say that he was a sigh of relief is a wild thing to say, that your daddy was a gangster or a hustler, that's what you heard that he was.
Well, I mean, like Tim said, they had a bunch of blaxploitation movies being played around the house all the time. They grew up with the Mac playing. They grew up with Superfly playing. Like, I mean, if that's what you got going on, you got two women in the house and there's no men around, and these are what the little boys are watching. You got basketball players coming over late at night. You got hustlers coming over, PIMPs coming over, women who look like they were modeling for Jet Magazine coming over. Like, it sounds like the nature of the environment is what shaped their perception of what cool was. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure for him it was, oh man, that's who my dad was. So I'm sure for him, it made him feel good because all of that stuff that he was watching, he really came from that, but that was really his legacy. And yeah, I'm sure for him it felt good to know that his dad was this big hustler who turned out to be a snitch, who got his brains removed from his head in a very, very...
50 Cent is getting attention again because of some shocking claims that were not included in his Netflix documentary about Diddy. He explained that the series was only 4 episodes long, so his team had to cut out several important parts. One major claim he mentioned was that Diddy secretly had a child with a woman who was once connected to Tupac Shakur, but this was not shown due to lack of time. Now, instead of waiting for another season, 50 Cent is thinking about sharing the unseen footage on YouTube. After the documentary was released, more people started reaching out to him with new information. This has made many people question why he is so focused on Diddy. Comedian TK Kirkland believes there is a deeper reason behind it. While some people think it's just for attention, TK says it's more personal, claiming that Diddy was once involved with the mother of 50 Cent's child, which changed everything between them.
Can you see that? Like,
yeah, with the blonde hair and yeah, and all of that. I mean, somebody
really
asked the question, what kind of man puts his hands on his mother? The same kind of man that parties with his mom, the same kind of man who kisses his mom in the mouth, the same kind of man who seems to have accurate knowledge that his elderly mother can put both of her hands, her palms, on the floor while she's standing up, bent over.
Oh damn, I ain't seen that one. Oh.
You never seen the Instagram video when he was talking about how his mom is still young and spry and how she still liked the party and how they was getting a IV drip?
Oh.
And she was kissing him in the mouth on the video. And he was like, yeah, my mom can bend over and touch the floor with her palms. It's a very, very, very...
50 Cent is in the spotlight again, this time because of shocking claims that were not included in his Netflix documentary about Diddy. He says the series was only 4 episodes long, so his team had to remove several important stories. One of the biggest claims he mentioned was that Diddy secretly had a child with a woman who was once linked to Tupac Shakur, but this part was never shown due to limited time. Now, instead of waiting for another season, 50 Cent is thinking about releasing the unseen footage on YouTube. Since the documentary came out, more people have contacted him with new information. This has made many people wonder why he is going so hard against Diddy. Comedian TK Kirkland says most people don't understand the real reason. While some think it's just drama or for attention, TK believes it's something deeper. He claims that Diddy once got involved with the mother of 50 Cent's child, and that is what changed everything.